Hi guys. So, good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me, please? Please let me know if I'm audible. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm so sorry again. Once again, I'm apologizing for missing today class, today morning class. I was a little bit very busy and occupied. I'm so sorry once more. Are we giving people time to join in, or we should start? Which one? Are we giving people? Are we giving people opportunity time to join in? Okay. Okay. Let's just give them. Let's just give them 5 minutes. I don't know. I was trying to wait for other people to join in. I think we should just start like that. I think we should just start like that. What do you guys think? Today's topic is actually very long. That's why it's actually very long. Today was supposed to deal on POI and POI and journaling. But I don't even think we can do the two of them today because POI is actually a very vast topic. So we're going to deal on just POI today, not fully all POIs, but just few today, like 8%, and then we'll do journaling in the next class. Should we start? Please let me know. Should we start or should we wait more? You guys should inform them in the group now that we've started. All right, so we'll just start. Okay, before we start, the last time I had a call, I had class. I think was it on Wednesday, I think Wednesday or Tuesday. But that was market. That was just market analysis. There was no like class, just market outlook. And then the previous class we did was on support and resistance. I hope by now you guys, if you have any question on support and resistance, please feel free to ask your question on support and resistance before we move over to the new topic because I think we did a detailed class on support and resistance and how support can easily turn to resistance and how resistance can turn to the new support. So if you have any question concerning that before we move on, please um let me know. And you guys should make use of the chat box. I don't feel like I'm talking to myself alone, right? So yeah. Any question on support and resistance, please notify the group list before we move on. Do you have any question on support and resistance, please? So I don't like passive energy. So annoying. By now, is support and resistance clear to everybody? Should we move on to the next topic? Because support and resistance is also part of POI. So I want to know that you guys already have the full detailed explanation on support and resistance. And I noticed that I didn't give you guys assignments. So today I will give you guys assignments. Mm, in absence of no question, please, if you can hear me, please reply, send a message on the chat box that you can hear me. Please let me know I'm not talking to myself. If you can hear me, send fire emoji on the chat box. Let's. The line is breaking. Oh, so you can hear me. Okay, let me see if I can connect to stronger Wi-Fi. Okay, guys, can you hear me now? Is this still breaking? I had to change my internet. Is this still breaking? Can you guys hear me loud and clear now? Is this still breaking or is it still breaking? Oh, okay. So, like, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, favorite. I was asking I asked the previous question earlier on. I was like, the first class we treated, or the first topic we treated was support and resistance. By now, is it still clear to you guys? Like, do you still understand? Do you understand the concept of support and resistance? Do you know how to spot your support level and your resistance level? Is it vividly clear now? Can you vividly spot your support and resistance level? If I ask, if I give you guys assignments now to analyze a pair using support and resistance, will you be able to map out the zone correctly to the nearest support level, map out your minor support, your major support, your main resistance, and your minor resistance? Will you be able to do that? If you can do that, just comment yes, yes, I am done with support and resistance, so we can move on to POI. Comment, I am done with support and resistance, so we can move on to POI. You're not, oh, POI, please let me understand. What do you mean by normal? You're not yet done with support and resistance. You still don't understand support and resistance. Please, you guys should talk to me now. Said, okay, I'm not done. Is there any other person not done with support and resistance? So we'll know if we'll just brush over to support and resistance before going to introduction to POI. Okay, yeah, in POI, we can also talk about support and resistance, right? Yeah. All right, no problem. If you're still having if you still don't understand support and resistance, do not worry, because this topic that we're going to treat will actually we also was this topic that we're about to enter, which is POI, which is points of interest. It's actually that's also a point of interest. So it's inside it. So we'll have a full detailed breakdown on points of interest. So I'm going to share my screen now so we can start. First of all, I'm going to just do the normal. So I'm going to share an image first. We'll do the theory aspect first before we go to um the chat. Okay, people. Can you guys see the screen, the image I just shared on the screen? Can you see the image I just shared on the screen? Okay. For some reason, it's not showing us. So I will just say it out loud. Oh, I don't know why this network is always frustrating me at night. So when you hear the word POI, when you hear the word POI, what comes to your mind? What do you think is POI? Have you guys been taught or have you heard anything of POI? What comes to your head? Let it be an interactive class. When you hear the word POI, what comes to your mind? I'm trying to share my screen, but it's not working. But we'll continue anyway. We'll not be stuck. POI just simply means points of interest, right? POI is a price level or zone where institutional traders, where you hear people say they are FCMC traders, they are ICC traders, whatever, banks, hedge funds, and smart money have previously shown significant buying or selling activities. These are just that zone. You can say it is a zone where institutional traders and hedge funds, smart money, they've previously shown that a significant buying or selling activity is about to take place. Is an area where price is likely. Please let me. If you can't hear me, just let me know that you can't hear me. Is an area where price is likely to react again because it has unfilled orders that may still exist in that area. It just simply means a point of interest. It's just an area or a zone where we expect price to make an important decision. Where is an area or a zone where we expect price to make an important decision. If that price wants to just leave that zone and then buy massively or tap on that zone and sell massively, it's just an area that we expect that okay, this section very big, a very bad decision. That is going to buy or it's going to sell. Remember, the only thing we do in forex trading is just buying and selling, obviously. So these are zones that POI are just your point of interest where you are looking that okay, if you see some, even if you don't even have a trade setup and you see some activities in the chart, you can easily just map out that okay, this is why the price moves like this. This is why this price sell massively. This is why it goes so massively. This is why it got to this POI level and then it sold massively. You can easily be able to read the chart. So POI helps you read the chart. It helps you know areas where you're expecting price to get to take an important decision. It's either it buys or it sells. So it's just a zone, right? Instead of you just opening your MT5 and just enter buy good now with no map out zone, with nothing. So pure is just an area, right? An area that you just area you can use area, you can use zone, you can use price points where we're expecting that okay, this is a zone that we're mapping out. That's why I said even though you don't understand support and resistance, I will still touch support and resistance because it's part of POI. Because support and resistance are zone also that we're expecting price to get to the support level and buy or get to the resistance level and sell. So that's just exactly what POI is. It's just your point of interest. Area, zone, line, point, price points that you're expecting price to make an important decision. Either it buys or it sells. I don't know. Let me try whether I'll share whether my screen will still work this time around again. While I'll still continue. So now we understand what POI is. By now, I think I've break it down to the layman possible that even a kindergarten students can understand what a POI is. It's just a zone, a price point, a level, an area, a line that we're just expecting price to get to and make an important decision. It's either it gets there and it buy massively or it gets there and it sells. So we're just expecting price to get to there and create a form of reaction, right? So that's just what your POI is. Why does POI matters in trading? The next question should be why does POI matters in trading? This is just going to be until I share my screen because I was trying to share image, right? It's not working. So maybe let me see if I can just share my screen full instead of sharing my image since image is not working. Okay, yeah. So now let me continue. Why does POI matter? Why does POI? Why is POI important in trading? Why do we need to map out the POI? Why can't we just open our empty pipe and just press buy and take profit or press sell and expect the market to go? One, it's because of what? The market does not move randomly. Every market, every candle has its meaning, right? Every candle has its meaning. There's a coffee candle, there's there's a coffee candle, there's an imbalance obviously, there is 3 star, there is there are different kind of candles. So many candles have different names, right? So obviously you know that the market doesn't just move on its own, right? Price doesn't actually move on its own, it moves in a direction. Okay, let me see if I can join from here. Every major movement begins from somewhere. An institutional trader, bank will not just enter the market like that, right? Um, no institutional trader or no professional trader will just open, sleep and wake up, just wake up and sleep and be like, good is buying, let me buy good. No, they have to be an area, right? That's what POI is. They have to be the reason why you are buying good. POI just put it in layman terms. It's just the reason why you are taking a trade. It is the story you tell yourself that okay, this is the reason why I'm taking a trade. This is what I'm saying. That price has come to my support level, so I'm going to take a trade from there. That's my POI. That's my point of interest. Or price has come to my other block, so I'm going to take a trade from there. That's my point of interest. So that's just simply what POI is. It's actually the main, like in as much as you're learning market structure, you're learning market structure shift. Without your POI, you can't actually place a trade. So POI is very, very important. It actually covers everything, I think. It covers everything, obviously, because it covers everything. Yeah. Um, it covers everything in the market. I'm not going to lie to you. The POI covers everything because that's the reason why you enter the trade, right? You don't just come to trade for it because you feel like you're bored, you don't know what you want to do. There's a reason why you place every trade, every buy, apart from signals that you just copy, right? But even for the signals that are being sent out, right? There is a reason why there's something the person is seeing on the back end. The person is either seeing a resistance level or another block, a quasimodo. Like I'm going to break down everything for you guys. A quasimodo, anything, multiple points rejection, candlestick. It could be an engulfing candle. It could be liquidity. The person is seeing something, and that thing the person is seeing to call out that signal, that thing you're seeing to take a trade, to have the confidence to place a trade is what we call POI. So it's basically, I think it's basically everything about apart from the market bullish or bearish, apart from the directional, even the directional buyer, even your directional buyers must have a POI because POI is the reason why you enter the market. So POI is like literally everything that has to do with trading. Okay. Yeah. So now back to what I was back to what I'm explaining. I'm still trying to connect to this thing also. If I'm a bit distracted, just so that because I'm trying to also connect this stuff with my laptop. So institutional traders and bank traders, I want to be able to share my screen. Yes, let's see whether I can share my screen without this. Institutional traders and bank traders what do they have in common? Every place they enter a buy, right? Because a chunk of market, money, they don't trade with 0.01. They use chunk of money to move the market, right? So every chunk of money inside the place they trade, it leaves a mark, right? It leaves a mark. It leaves a mark. So that mark is, or that mark, or that footprint is, that footprint now automatically turns to our point of interest. It turns to our POI. It turns to what we are seeing because of the mark that they are leaving. We was saying, okay, this is another block. This is a breaker block. I'm going to, if you guys don't know what other block is, a breaker block is, I'm going to like also try as much as possible to give a detailed class on it. Why is it not connecting? Oh, no frustrate me now. All right, so that it is a blueprint, a bank, hedge funds, smart money. Once they enter the market, they will, like, price can be consolidating for the longest of time, right? Price can be consolidating. Just okay. I don't know if you guys are active on gold this week. You will see that price was um gold was obviously bearish from Monday to Tuesday, right? Gold was obviously bearish. It created a point, but it was moving very slow until smart money came in, and then boom, we saw that massive sell. You understand? Though it was also with news, but that's just exactly what it is. And then after that massive sell actually created a new POI that is pending. Yeah, it created a new solid zone on that area that is pending. So that's just what a POI is. Oh God, this thing, can you connect? Because I really don't like this thing too much. I like showing you guys what is happening in the chat. Um, so that before I move on types of POI, do you guys understand now? Let me know if you understand like the basic concept of what the POI is. Let me know if you understand the basic concept of what the POI is. Is there a way you guys can unmute, or you guys can't? Let me know. Do you now understand the basic concept of what a POI is? I know this is just theory, right? So we're going to do practical later on. But in theory aspect, do you understand what the basic concept of what a POI is? To tell you what's a POI, you know exactly what it is. Do you understand the basic concept of what a POI is? Please, you guys should reply me so I'll know that I'm talking to you. I'm talking to people, right? Somebody should talk to me. Oh. Can you guys hear me? I should have just used this thing to create link because this YouTube is really stressing me out. It's always stressing me out every single time. I just created my link myself. Okay, can we do something? Can we do something? If you guys can hear me, let's make an agreement, right? I want to create a Google Docs, right? I think this YouTube is always stressing me my device every single time. I want to create a Google Docs. I will send the link on the group so you guys can join it so we can have a more detailed, more good class, right? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I want to create a Google Docs so you guys can join in. Is that okay by you guys? Somebody should reply me now. Is that okay?